Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Victoria 2, where I'm playing as Germany. Currently at war with both France and Russia over, well, containing me because I decided to go over the infamy limit last episode, because why not? And that should be good to gain more territory, and we were able to take a decent chunk out of Italy here. I made peace with the British over Malta, which, to be fair, I did mostly because I don't want my war exhaustion to go up even further. I'm a bit afraid of, for example, the Russians, and I don't want to... Yeah, the problem is that my war exhaustion will probably go up too much if they keep blockading my ports, and I'm talking about the British here. So that's why I decided that it's probably a good idea to make peace with them, at least for now, while I build up my navy in the next couple of years. I'm going to invest heavily in getting my navy up there. Oh, now they suddenly have 6 ships there. That's no good. That kind of means I almost want to retreat immediately already again. It seems like all of these guys have commerce raiders already. With whom are you at war? With Egypt. Over what? Show wars. Oh, right. Yeah, of course you're at war with Egypt. That makes a lot of sense, actually, because you're helping me. They were my allies, but I didn't like it that much. Alright, let's get out of here. Can you do that already? No, not yet. Alright, I will have to wait for a bit then. The French are also still relatively powerful, and they're only gaining in force, which I'm not that big a fan of. But let's send our fleet out and actually get some troops here. So maybe I can land at the back of France. Oh, yeah, that attack was not super great. But let's get that. Ah, they just all disappeared. Well, that also doesn't help. We are quite close to higher jingoism again, and yeah, I'm still debating against which. Like, I think going against the Russians might be better, although the French aren't actively blockading any ports. That's the thing. At least it doesn't look like. Oh, they are as well. Okay. Yeah, so I think it's probably better to keep the war going with the Russians and then deal with the French later. Can you guys get into Massa? Please? You're missing 2 infantry actually, so let's send them over. And keep these guys back there as a reserve, so at least we'll have a powerful force there. Because I think that with only the Russian fleet, we don't get too much of a penalty in terms of blockaded ports, probably. And that way, we'll probably be okay. Well, you have to... Let's go after those stacks then. And then wait after that. So against the French, my... yeah, war score is pretty decent. Let's go for Jerusalem. Let's start going after these guys. So they are going around now. Apparently that's totally okay. I call that cheating. Nah, just kidding. That's not cheating. They're probably aligned with them. Yep, exactly. Sweet. Russians also seem to be a bit easier to deal with. Now, that means that I can probably significantly weaken the Russians in this battle already. Just one artillery. Most of my infantry is here then, yes. So I even need to do this in order to work things out that way. Okay, so they... I really dislike it when these kind of crazy rolls happen. Just out of nowhere, and then you're just not paying attention for 2 seconds, and already you're, you know, you've practically lost everything. An entire stack gone within seconds while you're not paying attention. For like, I can't be everywhere. Please survive. And then also, of course, it almost seems like the AI always has better rolls than you do. Come on. Can you... Oh yeah, of course. Now you retreat. Smart. I hate a smart AI. No. But it is unfortunate. .8, okay. And this is still getting higher and higher, so... I already have to technically wait like 6 months for me to get rid of that war exhaustion. I'm getting a couple more naval units, so that's okay, but... One thing that I do find amazing is that these guys only get more and more powerful over time. It never stops. Of course, yeah, let's just see. No, Egypt, I'm probably fine making peace after getting a 3rd war claim, or maybe not even then. But we'll see. So where are you guys going to Troy? Don't want to say I lured them, because that's definitely not the case, but don't want to say that these wars are going well, because they kind of aren't. I mean, they're not going exceptionally bad, but can we take this? Okay. Okay, great. So with that, this allows for commerce raiders, I see. So let's go for steamers. It's been a long time waiting. And let's start expanding these bases too, wherever we can. Oh. They're not very likely to take those spots anyway. Actually surprised that they had no naval bases there whatsoever. Do I have... yeah, Mombasa. Alright. That was a good defense, ultimately. Better walk over these areas so they don't get even more attrition. Thought I did send them out to attack. Come on, Jingoism. We're very close now. Very good. Occupied home provinces. Oh, yeah, that's another reason to make peace with the French. Yes. Out of Nikolai, huh? Well, I like to play better too. Where are you guys going? To Chalon? Hmm. 54. Uh-oh. I say it's definitely time to make peace with the French. These armies also aren't doing too well, actually. Whereas, like I said, they're only getting stronger. Whereas I do think they would accept if I were to offer them something. Stop running away. The fact that they're running away is the worst. If I move these guys up, at the very least, at some point they'll be able to join in these battles. So that would be another 30k stack, which will be nice. I think these guys are probably going to attack there eventually. You guys should keep going. The problem is that the jingoism is now not actually going up, it seems like. Only very slowly. Okay, that's pretty decent, but I'll go in there all the same. Just in case. Good battles should always help. So at least in that sense, that would be working. Yeah, they're losing a great deal of troops. They're at 34, so they're not actively getting that many troops anymore. That's good, but like I said, my problem is this war exhaustion, which continues to go up because of the blockaded ports. So I need a really powerful navy. Before anything else. This should also go in my favor. Yes, it does. Ah, alright. So against Egypt, I want the Transjordan region, which is not super amazing, but it works. Against France, I would like to get Franche-Comté. And against the Russians, I want to get Wielkopolski. Place in the sun, huh? Okay. So like I said, I'm probably quickly going to make peace with Egypt and France whenever I can. Egypt is 27th of October. Maybe Egypt won't. Although I'm afraid that these guys will declare war on them. Which naturally would be a problem. When was it again? 27th. Alright, so ideally I will no longer get into any armed conflict with them anymore. And I'll see how much I'm asking from Egypt. I'm probably not even at 100%. No. So, again, technically they could give me more. But against the French, I'm definitely exhausted. So France did allow me to take that. That's great. How much? Are they getting now? Blockaded home port still 0.35. That's probably gonna decrease. And it probably also allows me to move this fleet together with its troops over as well. I'm gonna send all of these forces over to Berlin so we can reorganize them and use them to strike at the Russians. 0.35. You're really getting that much from just one port being blockaded. They aren't blockading anything, so that's a bit weird. 0.19 now, so that's already a lot better. That makes it probably worth it to continue, especially if I can make sure that they don't land on that area constantly. That's, I think, the most important part. This is actually going up now. Yeah. Alright. This is peace offer is 50. Let's keep going then. If I can take a little bit more out of them, that would be great. I'm still at war with the Russians anyway, and they don't really have a navy. Anyhow. So yeah. And if I can make sure that this place remains safe, then I can pretty much continue on with what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to get the Russians to secede territory till it's up to 100, but then I would need to indeed fight the naval war against them. Which is tricky enough, I think. Either way, we survived the first war against France and against Britain, I suppose, too. If the, I don't want to say the easiest way, but probably the most likely way for me to get away from Europe, because that's the tricky part, to escape Europe. What, don't I have a war justification anymore? I thought I did declare upon them. That's really weird. I thought I declared upon these guys, but then suddenly I didn't last episode. That's really, really weird. Well, that's, I guess, fine. I mean, that's not great, but I really need to pay closer attention to that, because that really cost me like another piece of territory, I suppose. And that's just unfortunate. Like, I'm at war already with a lot of guys, but I think I can definitely do better through that way. Okay. If I don't have 4 infantry. Okay, so I'll just wait. Let's build a few more of these. One of these. Rest infantry. Currently only have 2 stacks here, so I don't want to say desperately, but I do need additional forces out there. Why are you not going? I really understand why they aren't moving. I ordered them countless times. I guess they tried to go like that and then these guys go out. That might be the reason. That's a very weird movement. They're trying to make... Alright, let's send them up. So definitely over here, what I want to do is I need to repair these guys as well. Unfortunately, I can't engage the enemy fleet otherwise. Let's go to Kiel and take some of these other units with me. Oh, no, you actually have to go through there, huh? Okay, that doesn't increase if they have more fleet. It seems like a part of their fleet is... Oh. Of course. Enemy fleet is 5 times as fast as mine. Oh well, there goes another part of my fleet. Austrian West Galicia. Why is there a crisis? Poland wants Austrian West Galicia. Okay. Alright, well, they killed all my ships. Never mind. Maybe I should make peace with them. Let's see. 5.3. Sure. And then the only one we'll leave is Egypt for now. Only 8 months. Afraid to go down. Well, I think jingoism would go up pretty quickly, so let's just see how that goes. Let's have you guys go over here. At least for now I'm not gaining any more war exhaustion, indeed. And we'll see how fast that jingoism goes up now. Fast enough that I think we can keep going and prepare for a next attack, probably on France, because I do think they would support these guys. So it's probably a good idea to start preparing for that, taking care of it. Since I'm invested in all of these, there's nothing going to happen with those guys until I attack Austria again, which is apparently once again in it with the United Kingdom. That's fine. If I can attack them while they're below great power status, that would be great. Although, if that doesn't happen, then I can probably still just take another piece of territory and keep attacking. 60k is too much, huh? Yeah, I already know that they're going to choose a path which is going to be bad and walk through here. It is very obvious. I am building that navy everywhere. Yeah, okay. So at least now I can once again enable that. I still got a bit more territory, but like I said, the problem is that I desperately need to increase the power of my navy compared to the countries that I'm attacking, and ideally I'm just at war with one of them. So that it's a little bit easier to manage my war exhaustion as well. Because ideally I'll keep that war exhaustion at 0 because I want my militancy to be as low as possible, and the only way to really maintain that is by managing and just not taking too much territory now, because if I do that, another thing that I think will be good to do is raise tariffs so much that I get to keep the taxes very low. So the reason why I want to do this is because if people don't pay taxes, they're less likely to rise up. Basically, it will keep militancy very low. And infamy is raising consciousness, huh? Yeah, let's put it at 55. And so then people will at least be less likely to revolt. That's the idea here. Now, the one unfortunate thing is that the more consciousness people have, the less likely they want war, but they just want free stuff. That's basically how it works. And that's in a way detrimental to the war effort, because if they just want free stuff, they don't want to go to war. So, yeah. Let's see if this is still going up. Yes, it is. Okay, great. So, we got steamers now, which hopefully means that we'll soon be able to build commerce raiders. That's also build fire control systems. Just generally, I need a bigger, faster, stronger more powerful fleet fast. Let's actually get rid of this army view, because that's not super important right now. What is important is the upcoming war with probably France. So I'm gonna send some troops over down here, obviously. Let's see. 2.81. 9. Yeah, so if I do this, then what will happen is, at the very least now, my jingoism will go up very quickly. Because all those people who wanted that reform, they suddenly don't care about that anymore, and they suddenly feel that jingoism can really help them out. And it can, actually. It definitely can. So hopefully I can make peace with Egypt quickly. We're at 88 right now, so let's just ask for one more thing. And once that one thing is done, great. Okay, commerce raiders. Perfect, perfect. So every man of war that I'm not building yet right now, I'm gonna turn that into commerce raider. There we go. Now I can also build a level 2 naval base out there. Excellent. Very good. So in a one-on-one war with France, because let's face it, Papal States doesn't really count, I should then quickly gain the upper hand and wipe the floor with them. Now that I don't have to fight a war on two fronts, that should be significantly easier. Let's build at least another 3 of those. And move you over there. But we also need to move some troops from there, so that's why it's good that this fleet is also going around doing stuff there. They probably have some engineers or something. No, they don't. But it's still worth to take these forces. Okay, it's slowing down again, but it's still going up fast enough that I think we're gonna do pretty well. There are no smaller countries that are going to declare war on me, so I don't see Sweden, for example, actually go to war with me. That is probably out of the question. Only thing you need is an engineer. And this is too much artillery. There we have it. If I declare war, then my jingoism will go down significantly. So I can only declare war once I've made peace with these guys, kind of. And I still need to land these there anyway. So the question is, what am I gonna fight with afterwards? And I think going after the Ottoman Empire is probably a good idea anyway. If I can get some troops over down here near Egypt, then I can go and harass the Ottomans. And I probably... yeah, I need to decrease relations again. I keep forgetting this. I have to do that twice, so let's just go for something else. Maybe a quick war here, like establish protectorate on Algeria. It's not too bad. Why not? Can't go wrong there, right? I would wager. It's not amazing territory, but it's something, you know. It's something. I'm actually quite pleased that we got Malta here. Alright. I guess now I want Middle Egypt from these guys. Middle Egypt. Egyptian Islands. Nah. I'm fine. Okay, so they will accept any which way. which is great. And then we will start the war with France. Now, I actually don't have that many troops at the ready. Why are you there? Let's go down to Chaumont. It's probably a lot better. John Brown's last raid, huh? So they're gonna have the American Civil War in a while. Let's see. Peace. 3rd of January. I could even go for more, but let's not get greedy. There we go. And this is not too bad, actually. Like, might not seem like a lot, especially because these areas are a lot bigger, but they're a stepping stone for what's to come, basically. So after this, we'll grab more territory, but this is a thorn in the eye of the Ottomans, because now we have actual cores on them. So they don't really like that. Let's expand a couple of naval bases as well. Simply because we can. It's a shame I can't build a naval base here. Also, this gives me direct access to Hejaz, Yemen, and Oman, which means that, and Nejd. So I can sweep through the Middle East now as well, if I so choose. Yeah, 3 Saras for Germany. I can do that again, sure. But let's declare war. So we haven't lost any of that war exhaustion, but yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I would be better off waiting. Nah, I'll be okay. Let's see if the French join in. They do. That means I can take more stuff from them, so it doesn't matter that I only took Franche-Comté here, because I think now I can go for full occupation. Russians can join, British cannot join for quite a while either, 3 years. So France is going to be subdued, I think. So let's get going. And these guys are going to move in there. Whatever troops will be ready, I can also send them there, but I'm just waiting for engineers. And that's okay. Like, when will those guys be ready? Pretty soon. So I'm not too worried over there. And they don't have that much territory at this rate either way. Let's send these guys... Oh, send this out to Suez. I think they'll be fine. They probably don't have too many ships out there. Now, only if they get a fleet here, basically, do I want to go and deal with it. So I'll send some guys into Kiel, and then we'll see what's going to happen. And yeah, as long as I don't get more war exhaustion, I think we'll be fine. My war wariness is not very likely to go up very quickly now. So I should use him to go and attack, actually. Get these guys reinforcements onto this stack. They're allowed to go through Belgium. How convenient for them. We want to make sure that they have at the very least a attack hero, because it's a bit silly to do without. They went fast, by the way. Okay, good. That's not too bad. Right? Yeah, it's okay. Fine enough. There they are. So the goal here is to try and take on those fleets individually. Because I can't possibly stand up to the French fleet otherwise. My hope is that if I can take them down one by one. That did not go as well as I might have hoped, but let's see if we can make some other attacks which will be worthwhile. We'll be getting reinforcements soon anyway. Oh, they didn't go in there? Oh, they just ran. Okay, fair enough. So you guys have to be careful because Papal States have their own fleet and they're very likely gonna smack mine. And my hope is that because I have a local advantage, I can beat this smaller fleet before whatever other nasty fleet does arrive. This is also annoying because if I can't wipe that out. Yeah, where are you going, Auxerre? I need to be faster. And if I can manage that... Okay, let's have you guys rest for a bit. Go after those guys, they're a bit weaker. Okay, so that one is going well, and they have their major fleet now, but if I can finish this off before that huge fleet arrives. Come on, finish it off, please. Yes, okay, let's get into Danzig then. Likely their main fleet will retreat, that's at least the idea. And then once it has, because it's probably gonna... I'll probably see it at Orsund, at least for a bit, or back at Helgoland Blight. Then I can try to go out again and hopefully beat them. Sweet, it's 2 more stacks. I really need those. France is really challenging to take down. Just in general, they have massive forces and they have a lot more people than I do. If we take a look, they have 8.71 million. Well, we have more now, but they had a lot more at the start. I would say I'm just gonna leave these guys until I get reinforcements at the start of the month. .33 again. Can you please stop it with those? Enemies running away is so frustrating. It is the absolute worst. And now this fleet is trying to get back. Yeah, sure. That jingoism is... Come on. Quite tired of these guys running away. Oh, with quite tired, I mean I'm exceptionally tired of these guys running away. Can you please beat this... Can I... This one unit... Okay, you're rejuvenated. Excellent. How powerful is France? Not so powerful now. With these guys going back. The thing is, if they have that small part and take it, that's okay. Then blockaded home ports isn't that much. I need to unblock this though, because even that one piece is already giving me 0.04. That's just one piece of territory. Oh my, can we kill it? Like, I think this is totally unfair. There's nothing I can do against it. It seems like. Finally, okay, it's down. Let's try to quickly send you into Stralsund. Because even just this tiny bit allows me to not get an insane amount of war exhaustion. You guys can come in as reinforcements. Ah, of course. They were, again, 20 times faster. I really wonder why my ships are so slow. I'm gonna try and escape, but I'll probably lose some already. My fleet is still not powerful enough, and that is actually still problematic. We're like getting US reinforcements in here, because their rolls are pretty decent. Okay, it's not too shabby. Is this war justification done? Yes, it is. Okay, so don't know when it was done. 18th of May, so not too long ago. 4 days. Okay, fine. So need to get another one. Let's declare on Hedges. At least let's justify the war. And what I'm gonna do though is I'm once again gonna end the video here. I wanna thank you for watching. Yep, they're all gonna die. Do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Huh, actually some survived. Yeah, like I said, thanks for watching, take care, see you next time, and bye-bye.